Here we go with another edition of Web Chat with the Mayor, and we have a doozy of a council meeting coming up on Thursday night. Tons on the agenda this week, Pat, including an OMB appeal. You guys are getting notice that the decision you made earlier on Starbank, you're going to have to fight that at a higher level.
Well, yes, at the last council meeting there was a decision, Starbank, where the TD Bank is, Swiss Chalet, that mall. They wanted to add 20,000 square feet, and they also wanted to have, they also thought about stores under 3,500 square feet. They dropped that part of their application. However, council voted not to support their request for 20,000 square feet addition. And so as a result, they've taken that, they've forwarded that they're going to the OMB, and so the city council has to decide, how do we want to defend it? How vigorously do we want to defend it, I guess is the best way to put it. Because if we go to the OMB, we'll have to hire a lawyer, because the city planner supported the Starbank.
You have to hire a new planner, too.
So we have to hire a new planner, have to hire a lawyer, and because there was a market study involved, the city would also have to engage someone to peer review their market study, or do a market study, probably peer review the market study. So you could be looking at costs of some $30,000 to $40,000 to defend this.
So you have to ask, is it worth it?
So that's the question that council will have to ask, is they look at how far do we go to defend this? Do we just send a lawyer and say, look, at all the information's pretty much been presented. It was a split decision at council. We really don't have anything to add. But council will have to decide how vigorously they want to defend it.
Does it seem worth it just to block, 5 stores from going on Norwich Ave, in order to, as you guys had put it, protect the downtown?
Well, again, I supported the project, but council approved the project, so that's the decision of city council. Yep. And we'll find out on Thursday the answer to that question.
All right. Big report coming through. We've already done some reporting on it, Pat. The new ball complex that city council is thinking about perhaps putting in. You have a very comprehensive report on that. And what's your gut feeling about what you're seeing for that proposal, $7 million for the ball complex?
Well, the proposal is the Woodall Farm, which is a 90-acre farm that is beside the Notre Dame School up in Devonshire. And there was a proposal to put ball fields in there. But because of the size, the city Parks and Recreation Department said, well, we probably could do a lot more with that particular site. And so what they've done is they've laid out kind of like a 15-year vision, let's put it that way, of what could go on this particular site. And a lot of the money is infrastructure, such as putting in the infrastructure for water, electricity, but also the roads and parking and everything else. So it's a comprehensive report that went far beyond just putting in the ball diamonds. So this is going to be presented at council. They show a proposal with 5 ball diamonds, and the infrastructure and everything else to get that part of the project going, and it has that sort of $7,000 price tag. But they also said, because the city will be doing a study on the civic arena at the fairgrounds, and depending on its life, eventually if we had to build another ice pad or a twin ice pad, staff is saying that would be the place to put it. And that had in the report, it has a $15 million price tag down the road. And there's also a proposal that eventually if Lions Pool stops functioning, then an outdoor pool would be built up at that complex for $2 million. So they've kind of laid out, like I said, a 10, 15-year plan as to how that could be developed. And then there'd even be still extra land later on for other phases. So it went far beyond just putting in ball diamonds. It created a larger vision. And so the Parks Department, Brian Connors, Harold DeHaan in engineering, they've been working a while to put this proposal together. It's 150 pages in the council agenda. And so it'll be presented and then it'll be put out for public comments. So we'll see what comes back, but it's not like this project has to be approved next week.
Yeah. Was there any surprises in that report from what you've read?
I think the biggest surprise to me, I always thought that the potential was to use the entire 93 acres of Woodall Farm, which ran from Devonshire up to Lansdowne. But in looking at it, Springbank Ave would be extended. And so as Springbank Ave is extended out, that would be the northern boundary. So it probably uses about maybe 65 acres of Woodall.
Well, it's an interesting report and a good read for anybody interested in baseball and recreation in Woodstock. We were also going to talk about the budget, operating budget coming forward at this meeting on Thursday night.
Yes, David Curry, the CAO, and Patrice Hilderly, the Director of Corporate Services, they will be presenting the budget overview. Councillors will be receiving the operating budget. Council will then have the departments come in Tuesday and Thursday of next week to do presentations, and then at the council meeting, the first council meeting in February, I think it's February the 7th, the library board and the police board will be presenting their budget. So those will be carried live during the council meeting.